Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, this is the video research from the ForexPeaceArmy.com that's dedicated to the euro currency. As usual, we will discuss the situation in the currency of Euro Union, starting from the daily time frame. Well, in our medium-term perspective, we now are trading this larger, we could say even the weekly ABCD pattern. That is very harmonic pattern that now is developing on the daily time frame also. And our medium-term target is the 128.25, 128.88, it's right here. You can see that the 100% extension target of that larger ABCD coincides with this 1618 extension, that more recent ABCD pattern, ABC top. Also, you can see that market now stands not at the oversold. In fact, it could continue move to the downside. One thing that could lead to some retracement is the reaching of the 100% extension of that pattern ABC top, 100%, 132.42 that we have discussed during the previous week. But on the daily time frame, we do not see any clues, any hints of the potential retracements, because market has shown this nice thrusting bars to the downside, although it's not so significant as they could be. But in general, this is strong bars, open on the high, close on the low, open on the high, close on the low. So that could lead to even continuation move to the downside without any respect of that area. Or even if it will happen and market still will show some retracement, probably this retracement will be very shallow. So let's try to estimate first the depth of this retracement on the another daily time frame chart. This is the CD picture, the picture of the CD leg of this ABCD pattern. Well, and currently our assistant of the estimation of the potential depth of this retracement will be the weekly pivot points. In general, when market stands in the solid bearish trend, it retraced to the weekly pivot point, just touch and go. For instance, market just break it to the downside, touch weekly pivot point and go. Touch weekly pivot point and go. Here is again. Also, that has happened during AB move. You can see market hit weekly pivot point, retraced, hit weekly pivot point, retraced. If market turns to the deeper retracement during the bearish move, it most commonly retraced to the weekly pivot resistance 1. For instance, as this happened in this move, you can see market move above the weekly pivot point, has reached the weekly pivot resistance 1 and continue move to the downside. If market will break the resistance 1 and continue to the resistance 2 or even further, as you can see, it has happened right here. Market has broken through the weekly pivot resistance 1, then accelerates further even higher than the weekly pivot resistance 2. This could be the signal of the changing of the current trend, and this could lead to the further acceleration to the side of the breakout. So now shifting to the hour situation, we could say that market should not break that area of resistance, because this is the weekly pivot resistance 1, 134.68, and this is daily confluence resistance 134.60, 134.67. This is the ultimate level of retracement for the bearish environment. If market will accelerate above it and continue move further, then probably this could lead to the medium-term deeper retracement on the market, could lead to the far move to the downside, to the upside. Also, market could stop as far as just weekly pivot point is around 133.40. You can see that as the weekly pivot point, as weekly pivot resistance 1 coincide with the corresponding Fibonacci resistance levels. This weekly pivot point corresponds with the 133.66 resistance, while weekly pivot resistance 1 corresponds with the confluence resistance area. So if you are searching for the possibility to enter on the short side of the market, you could, for instance, try to enter short from that level with the placing stop somewhere above that area. This will be logical, because if market will break that area to the upside, so your stop will save you a lot of money, since market could accelerate further right to the weekly pivot resistance 2, or at least to this confluence resistance. That is what about the depth of the retracement. But now it's very difficult to estimate, will this retracement start at all, or market just continue move to the downside. On the intraday charts, we do not see some clear patterns that could point and tells us that probably retracement could come. On the 4-hour time frame, what we see? We see that just market has hit daily target 132.42. It's right here, but this nasty bar to the downside, well, doesn't give us some hope that this retracement could come. This is not some patterns, this is just the reaching of that area. 4-hour time frame is bearish. Also, you can see that's strong bearish sign that market has broken through the 1618 extension of the butterfly without any respect. We have discussed this on Friday, that trading the harmonic patterns it's a bit tricky because the major tendency, the major context on the higher time frame is bearish. So the harmonic patterns, especially these reversal ones, such as the butterfly buy, for instance, has the tendencies gravitates to the failings because they stand against the major context. So that has happened. Although market has hit the 1618 target of this butterfly, it hasn't shown any respect to that area and just passed through it. Now it reached the daily target. On the hourly time frame, I do not see any significant patterns that could tell us that probably this retracement could come. On the hourly time frame, we see, by the way, nice bread and butter sell that has happened on the Friday's evening. Market has shown some retracement and now continue move to the downside. What do we see here? First of all, we see the bearish dynamic pressure. When the trend currently stands bullish on the hourly time frame, but price action doesn't support it, market continue move to the downside. This usually leads to the takeout of these lows at minimum. Well, probably this could shift to the potential butterfly buy. If market will show some retracement a bit higher, then continue move to the downside and reach at least 127 extension of that swing up. It's around 131.89. This could lead to some butterfly buy around daily ABCD target. That could be the pattern that could trigger the potential retracement at least to the weekly pivot point 133.40. It's right here. Well, another pattern is this bullish stop grabber, since market has trying to shift trend to the bearish but failed. But there is not much hope with that pattern, since this is the bearish dynamic pressure, and this not very safe pattern to rely on it to trade this pattern. I think that it's very high probability that it could fail. Well, so currently, as you can see, we do not have any significant patterns that could point that this retracement really could happen. So I think that the first part of the Monday we will spend on trying to catch some patterns if they will appear at all. If something on them will appear, maybe this will be the 3 drive buy or something. Maybe this will be the butterfly. If something will appear, then probably we could say that retracement will happen, and the minimum target of the retracement will be 3.8 fib resistance, nearest 3.8 fib resistance areas 133.40, 133.66. If this retracement will not come and market will accelerate further to the downside, well, in this case we will have to search for another context for trading. Probably we will search for some another retracement to possess ourselves on the short side of the market, because as I said, our medium-term target that is come from weekly analysis, higher time frames analysis. This market should take out that loss, and the nearest medium-term target is around 128.50.